Yo, guys, questions pull, answers push. Now, what do I mean by that? This is something that I learned way late in the game of my coaching career. Because for the first 10 years, I was definitely the guy that had every answer. I had knowledge in nutrition, fitness, the best exercise for this, the best recovery for that. You name it, I had the answer. That was fucking exhausting. Okay. As a coach, I had to stay at least 2 steps ahead of everybody I worked with. It was insane. Imagine that. Compound that with how many clients that you're working with if you're a coach, or how many people are on your team if you're a manager or a leader in an organization. Just think about how much energy you're putting into staying ahead of everybody that is looking to you for the answer, or so you think. And that's where I come back to questions pull, answers push. And this is a little drill just to prove that point that I picked up from Tad Hargrave. Put your hands together, and I want you to take your right hand and I want you to push it into the left. Okay? What happens? Do it again. You see that? I said push your right hand into your left, not push your left hand back. Why are your hands staying there? Why are you not just slapping the left hand around? Because when you push, there's resistance. You get pushback. And that's what you get when you're working with your clients and you push them with answers. Now, as the title suggests, I've got the one question that can change the game for you. Okay, and we're going to make it quick. Can I offer you solutions, support, or space? That one question changed the game, and credit goes to Jenny and Eric Patton of Inspired Change Collective. They taught me that, and it absolutely changed the game for me in my coaching practice, in all my personal relationships, in everything that I was doing. When I understood that to give agency was my job as a mentor, as a coach, as a brother, as a friend. You know, it's so often us in coaching positions or in leadership positions, we want to solve the problem right away, especially men. That's a masculine trait, especially seen by men. They always want to solve. They want to problem solve. They want to be able to provide the solution. That's the masculine trait in men. You talk to any woman in a relationship, that's usually the last thing that they want. Speaking of intimacy, another really great tagline that I learned from another mentor, Elliot Haraki. This one was etched into my brain forever and ever. And I wanted to etch into your brain, speaking of intimate relationships anyway. The only difference between rape is consent. I'll say that again. The only difference between rape is consent. And what I mean by that is that when you ask the question, that gives agency for the other side to decide if they even want your help. So quick in the coaching industry, we are to put on that hat and solve. And oftentimes what I found is that people may not even know that they don't want that. Maybe they just want to vent. That's support. Maybe they just want some space. They just don't want any help at all. They want to figure it out and navigate and spin circles or whatever. It's up to them. We as coaches, we as leaders, we as parents, we can only bring solutions to those who want them, right? So keep that in mind when you're pushing with the answers first, all right? Again, solutions, support, or space. Another way to say that is, do you want my help? Do you want to be heard? Or do you want a hug? All right. And when we lead with the question, we can get a lot more out. Again, notice what I'm doing, pulling. We can pull people back into our world, make them feel safe, put them into a container to let them solve their own problems. And as a coach, as a mentor, as a leader, that is the most inspiring thing that you can possibly be. Best thing that you can do is help other people, guide them to the answer for themselves. If you can give them agency, give them ownership, That's what's going to get them across the line. All right. That's it for me today. Solutions, space, support. Go get them. All right. Stay sweet, y'all. Peace.